The sun set over the wicked cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, casting long shadows across streets filled with cruelty and corruption. In the marketplace, the wealthy shoved aside the poor, laughing as they counted their coins. In dark alleys, violent men plotted evil deeds. The stench of greed and lust hung thick in the air, rising like smoke toward heaven itself. God had heard the cries of the oppressed, and his patience had reached its limit. That evening, two mysterious travelers arrived at the city gates, their clothes dusty from the road, their faces calm but their eyes strangely piercing. These were no ordinary men, but angels sent by God to see if even 10 righteous people could be found in that cesspool of sin. As they entered the city, wicked eyes followed them, sensing fresh prey. Only one man rushed to protect them, Lot, Abraham's nephew, who begged the strangers to take shelter in his home. Inside Lot's house, his wife nervously prepared a meal while his daughters peeked curiously at their unusual guests. The angels sat motionless, their food untouched, the first clue that these visitors were more than they appeared. Suddenly, an angry mob surrounded Lot's home, pounding on the door and demanding he send out the strangers for their wicked purposes. Lot, desperate, made his terrible offer of his daughters instead, showing how deeply the city's evil had infected even this righteous man. With a sudden burst of divine power, the angels struck the entire mob blind. Their milky, sightless eyes rolled wildly as they staggered about in confusion. The time for mercy had passed. Grabbing Lot and his family by the arms, the angels urgently commanded them to flee to the mountains without looking back. As dawn's first light touched the horizon, Lot hesitated. His wife especially could not resist one last glance toward the home she loved. Then hell rained from heaven. Burning sulfur fell like meteorites, igniting the cities in an instant inferno. The ground itself seemed to explode as buildings crumbled into ash. Lot's wife, caught mid-turn, felt her body stiffen as she transformed into a pillar of salt, a permanent warning about the cost of disobedience. The screams of the wicked were silenced forever under God's judgment, while Lot and his daughters fled to the caves, their lives spared but forever marked by what they had witnessed. The smoke from the destruction rose like a funeral pyre visible for miles. Abraham, watching from a distance, saw that not even 10 righteous souls had been found. The angels' mission was complete. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah stands as an eternal warning about the danger of tolerated sin, the importance of heeding God's messengers, and the terrible consequences when a society abandons all decency. Yet even in judgment, we see God's mercy. He always provides a way of escape for those who will listen. The question remains, when our time of testing comes, will we be like Lot who fled to safety, or like his wife who couldn't let go of her sinful life? The two angels still walk among us today. Will we recognize them before it's too late?